I honestly don't know how to start this video. I feel like I haven't filmed in months, which is the case. I haven't filmed in months. And I think I used to say, hola bookworms. So, hola bookworms. And I thought I would do a pretty easy video. Sorry for the pimple patch. I think it's gonna stick there for a moment. But I might like touch it. So yeah, I thought I would do a tag because those are easy to edit and film and post. So hopefully I get to post something. It's been a moment. A lot has happened and that'll be for another vlog. It's just that vlogs are so long to like edit and film. But I definitely am gonna do a moving vlog part 2 because things are moving along very quickly. So that's nice. So yeah, let's go for the book tag. It's the mid-year freak out book tag, as is very well known and loved in booktube. And I don't know that I did it the previous year. Maybe I did do it last year, but I can't remember. So here I like a very general, like I won't do any stats because I only read 31 books so far this year, which is not little. I know my goal was to read 52 books, so like one per week kind of thing. So I'm doing good. Like it's a good pace. It's just that I know I've been like very stressed and busy the last couple of months. I think I had a month that I finished no books, which was May. In May I finished no books, which hasn't happened in years. But that's just how much was going on. And I think I just finished 2 so far in June. I mean, there's still like a few days left, but it's my weekend birthday, so I don't think I'm gonna read that much. Hopefully I get to like progress in the 2 books I'm currently reading. I just don't think realistically I'm gonna finish them before like the end of the month. So 31 books so far, not bad, not great. But I think once I move out, once I have my own little space and a lot of the stress that is just gonna be like off my shoulders, like I literally picture the end of the year being like the coziest, most awesome fall winter time for me to read. So I'm gonna, I wanna stay positive. Like maybe summer, I think for me summer so far has been a lot more going out, enjoying being with my friends, with my families, going outside, meeting new people, and I just, yeah, I think it's good. I'm enjoying the sun a little bit. So anyways, all that to say that I don't have that many books to pick from for these questions, but I think I found at least a book for each. So let's go on it. The first prompt is the best book so far that I've read in 2025. And that one has to be Reservoir Bitches by Dalia de la Cerda, which, oh, I don't have it. Wait, I'm gonna go get it. Yes, Reservoir Bitches by Dalia de la Cerda. I bought this when I went to New York and I started it there and I finished it here and I absolutely love it. Like if you get anything out of this video, pick this up. It's so cool. I love the writing style. I love the choices of the short stories, the narratives, the way I wasn't expecting it, but they kind of are connected-ish with each other in like very different ways, like from close to far. And I love those voices of these different women from different ages. Like there's like more younger protagonists, there's like older protagonists, and I love that voice. I love the writing style for this, and I couldn't recommend it more, honestly. They're not horror in the horror sense of the word. They're like horror more like reality is definitely sometimes like harsher than fiction. So I think in that sense, it can be a little like, it can take you aback sometimes. And it has like I wouldn't say a dry humor, but I wouldn't know how to explain it. I'll put some movies here, like posters of like what I think the kind of humor or voices is, because it's the kind of thing that just works for me. Like it just hit so well, and yes, I really highly recommend it. I don't know that she wrote anything else because I think that's the author's debut, but that's like the translation. It was published in 2022, and then it got translated last year. So I don't know if she wrote anything else since, but if she did, I'm definitely picking it up, that's for sure. The second question is my best sequel I read in 2025, and honestly, I only read one. I really didn't read any sequels, and the sequel that I read is Vandal by Chris Bergeron. I don't know if the book is translated yet, but the first one was translated, so for sure the second one will also be translated. I just don't know if it is yet. I'll research and like put a little notice here once I find that. But yes, I enjoyed it. It wasn't like, this is like kind of because I don't have a choice. Although I didn't hate this book, I think I gave it a 3.5 if I remember correctly. So it wasn't like an all-time favorite, but it wasn't bad. I love the story, but the author chose two point of views where one was just not it for me, and that was unfortunate. Like, it's a very personal choice, personal opinion, I'm sorry. I don't think, like, you could enjoy this. I don't see why not. It's well written and the story is still interesting. It's just, for me personally, one of the two got a little bit boring, a little bit, not repetitive, but just whenever we went back to that point of view, it was like, really, we're going again, we're gonna go with them, and like the monologue aspect to it, I think that's the part that I really didn't enjoy as much. So yes, I guess technically it's the best sequel that I read, but it's not like an all-time favorite. But I would still recommend it if you like the first one, because maybe it's just a me thing, you know, that I didn't like one of the two point of views. Maybe you would enjoy it. And also, this cover is so cool. I don't know if the translation are as cool, but I really like this cover. Then the next question is an anticipated release that came out but I haven't read yet, and that one for me would be Malinali, I don't know, by Veronica Chapa. It looks so, the cover looks so cool. I'm really excited for it. The story looked so like the synopsis sounds awesome and really up my alley, and I quickly saw that it had pretty good reviews so far, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be disappointed. So yes, I'm excited. Like, if I had to pick just one book that already came out that I want to read, it's this one. I guess another one that I want to read, but it's not that I'm excited, I'm just so involved because it's like book 10 is the new one from Shannon McGuire. I mean, now at this point, I need to continue this novella series. Like, it just has to happen. I've read every single one of them so far. I'm gonna read this one too. So yes, that's happening also. Next is the most anticipated release for the second half of the year, and I think like many, it will be Catabasis by Arif Kwan. Is it Catabasis? Yeah, Catabasis. I did not read all the supposedly books that you need to read first, and I have an opinion on this, by the way. I think when it happened, I thought it was the funnest thing. It was almost like a school assignment of like, okay, here's the text to prepare you for this one, and it's all connected, and it's just gonna, you know, it would just make the book reading experience more enjoyable, and like you can take more out of it, right? That was like my point of view on this. But then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, isn't it like tiny bit elitist and like a little bit restrained if you say, well, you won't enjoy this book if you don't have this whole list of books you have to read first. And if I remember, there's a lot of classics in there. I don't know. Like, I love academia, and it's not that I wouldn't read those, because I would. But it's just, yes, I don't know. I feel like with time, I kind of felt a little like about it. Like, there was a little thing that I wasn't totally on board with, but hey, that's just my opinion, my very humble opinion. So I don't know. But yes, I'm definitely excited to still read it. Although I haven't read her other one, so that also is a thing I need to read first. Then the other one I'm excited for is Hot Wax by ML Rio, just because I loved If We Were Villains. I didn't read the one Model House, I think that was the one they wrote before. I'm not really sure, but I haven't read it, and no, that's another author. Wait. Anyways, I'm gonna put it here. I didn't read that one. It had so many mixed reviews that I took a moment of like, I don't think I'm gonna read it right away. I'm gonna let the dust fall and then I'm gonna pick it up. So I want to read the other one too. But yes, Hot Wives looks like a really fun read. And yes, I liked If We Were Villains, so I think I would like this one too. I don't know. So biggest disappointment of this year so far, I guess I have two. One I'll show because I own it, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, it's so mean. I don't mean to be mean at all. I think other people might enjoy this book, but it's Le Marais by Emmanuel Diat. I was so excited. I have to say the book cover played a part in it. Like I like how this book looks. But I don't know, I thought I would give it a try, you know, like a contemporary kind of romance, but not romance, more like drama. I was like, oh, well, maybe, you know, like to change it up a little, I could read something like that. Yeah, it wasn't for me. And I want to say it in the like most respectful way possible, but I could not care less about these characters, artists' white problems. I'm gonna say it like that. I just, it was so bland and it was so uninteresting, and I feel like we kind of barely touched the surface of like a therapy those people might need, especially that guy. And I think that also doesn't help. Like, I don't know, was I supposed to feel bad for them? Was I supposed to feel like intrigued by them? What was I supposed to feel for these characters, truly? Because I don't know, it's just, I could not care less. And the more I read and the more I'm like, I don't even know what the point is at this point. Like, I just kept reading and I'm like, is there gonna be a twist? Are we gonna like dig deeper into something to make it more interesting? I don't know. Like, and we didn't. Like, it just ended and I was just like, okay, I guess that's it. I guess that's just how I wasted my time. It is not that it's wasted, like it's a new author and everything, so I don't want to bash her because I'm not an author. Like, this is purely again, very humble opinion of someone who's not a writer but loves reading. And it's just, I don't know, like, I feel like there are people that would enjoy it. Maybe if you're like this very specific like artist living in Montreal, or like, I don't know, musician living in Montreal. Like, I feel like it's like very niche, and because it felt a little presumptuous and boring and bland, I couldn't really care for the characters, unfortunately. And I kind of need to care a little bit for the characters, I have to say. And you would think, oh well, at least the plot was not good. That the plot did not save it. So no. The writing wasn't bad. It's just the story was not interesting and I couldn't care about the characters. So to me, that's just like, yeah, I was disappointed. And then the other one, I guess, would be How to Become a Dark Lord and Die Trying. I think it's by Django Wexler. I'll put it here. And I thought I would like it more because I feel like the humor is something that I would have liked, and it is something that I did like in most parts, but something about the character, how weird it was, and it was written by like a guy, and the way they wrote this like hypersexualized girl who's like, you know, like always down to do it, has sex with almost everyone or wants to anyways, and I don't know, it felt a little weird. I felt a little uncomfortable. And yes, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. But the humor was fine. Like, I understand people enjoying it. Honestly, the humor was funny. It's just at those moments, it was so weird the way this described things, or like the sex scenes, that I was like taken aback, and I'm like, ah, that's truly a guy writing a scene like that. That's yeah, I see it, I don't like it. So anyways, that's my opinion on this. I know a lot of people like it, so no, I'm not telling you not to read it. I'm just saying, to me, I don't think I'll continue it. Like, it was funny, it wasn't that funny. The story was kind of interesting, not that interesting for me to continue it, because I feel like it's gonna be a series. I want to say the second one came out or will come out, so I won't continue this. but I'm glad I gave it a try, you know, just to see what the hype was about. My biggest surprise, I guess, would be, I'm hesitating, but I think, here's my interpretation of it, is gonna be Mouth by Pulama Ghosh. And just because surprise in the sense that I really enjoyed that short story collection and I had heard virtually nothing about it. Like, I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did. I think it was like a 4.5 for me. But yes, I heard it once in one video of someone enjoying it, and I'll put her, I think it's, what was Sunny? I think it was Sunny. I'm gonna put her handle here, sorry, in the description. But yes, I feel like that's the only person I heard mention this book and that they liked it or love it, I don't remember. But I just remember the way they described it. I was like, oh, I like short story collections. That one sounded like it was right up my alley, so I added it, and it just happened that my library had it available on audiobook the moment I was traveling to New York. So that was like a perfect timing, and I basically read it like on my trip, and I really enjoyed it. The stories were really cool. There's a few stories that I still like vividly remember. So that was a pretty good surprise. I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for like weirder short story. It's not that big of a book, but yes, I think there was just one story where I was left a little meh, but all the rest were either good or very good and like memorable for a few. So yeah, that was a pretty nice surprise. A new to me author would be, I'm gonna choose Eric Chaco, because I really like this book. So yep, that's a very new to me author. I think this is his debut. So I think you should pick it up. Honestly, I really love this book, and I'm definitely gonna read whatever he like publishes next. I don't know that it's in the works yet, but whatever he publishes next, I'm definitely reading it. It was so good. And this, I almost hesitated putting it for the previous question of the surprise, just because I remember the first time I bought it, the only time I bought it, when I bought it, I picked it up, read the first, I want to say 10 pages, and it didn't do it for me. Like, I left it off, and I'm like, one day I'll pick it back up and I'll read it again from like the beginning, because it's not doing it for me. I was completely uninterested, and I was almost scared that I was gonna hate it. And I'm like, no, I bought this book. I really hope, when I buy books, I'm like hoping I'm gonna enjoy them. So I was already a little disappointed. So when I picked it up again, which I did a mix of audiobook and physical reading, I was so scared, but I ended up tabbing it. I ended up loving it. It was so good. I loved his writing. I do think you need to push yourself in the first few chapters because of the writing style, but then the writing style makes sense, and it's so compact, you know, it's so good. I'll put a video in the little E of me reviewing this, because I know I did for this channel, and I really loved it. So yes, new favorite author. Will definitely read anything that he publishes. Next is books that made me cry, and I don't cry that easy. I tear up very easy for a lot of things, but like in life. But I think in books it doesn't happen that much. But this one did. This one made me tear up. I was at the ending. I was tearing up. Like, even I say the ending, but like the middle of it. No, seriously, that one I teared up. Might have like shed a few tears, honestly. What's the other one? Ah, yes, it's because I don't own it, so the other one is Liliana's Invincible Summer by Cristina Rivera Garcia. I'm gonna put the cover here. I cried for that one. I listened to it on audiobook, and it just broke my heart. This is a nonfiction. She's kind of telling us parallel stories of, like, on one side her grieving and trying to find justice for her sister, and on the other hand we're like learning more about the sister, you know, her life. She was so young when she passed away, when she was murdered, basically. Like, not passed away, she was basically murdered, and it was a violent act, and they didn't know / don't know. There's something that's like a little iffy for me there, but basically we're talking about like, yes, the crime, but also like her life. And I think it's a good balance of not just putting focus on the perpetrator, but actually putting a light on this beautiful person and like how smart she was and friendly and like the bright future that she had, you know, like the dreams she had, the projects she had. Because she passed away so young, she couldn't do much of those, but like you saw her work for them and you saw her like be this awesome person in like her university community and for her family. And it was really heartbreaking to read, honestly. I can't imagine how it was to write it. I did, after reading it, saw the author in a book event they had in Montreal, and it was specifically, the panel was specifically about writing on grief. And yes, it was so interesting for her to like talk about it. And yes, I cried. I would recommend it, honestly, if you're looking for like non-fictions to read. That one is beautiful, but like very heartbreaking, of course. Then we have a book that made me happy, and that one, it's gonna be weird to explain, but hear me out. So I'm choosing Carmilla by Sheridan Le Fanu. I don't know if that's how you say it. First of all, I don't read a lot of happy books. I don't know why. I know it's something that I wanna do, read more happy books. Like right now, one of the books I'm reading is technically happier. So I'm like, I'm really trying to read happy books. I think I need it. But this one, I can't explain it to you how much I wanted to have this piece of fiction in my backpack of like vampire classics to have read. And honestly, I was giddy about that, but also because it's basically this girl like obsessing over this other girl, and I was just like, yes, honestly, during Pride Month, I was like, yes, actually this is a great pick and it fits, and you go Carmilla, honestly. I can't explain it. I was just reading it and almost the whole time I was like, this is love, this is beautiful. And I am a sick girl, okay? This is not okay. I know I shouldn't have been that happy about this story because it's a horror story, and like the girl was like basically falling sick and like slowly dying. I don't care. It's just, to me, it was a beautiful love story. And I can't explain it, how happy I am to have finally read it, and also to have like been giddy about like Carmilla's obsession with the main character. And yes, and also this edition is pretty cool. I also got it in New York, so yes, beautiful book. Then there's like a few questions I can't really answer. One is like favorite ship or something. I don't know. Carmilla, I guess. Yes, I want a Carmilla falling in love with me. Then there's like favorite movie to book adaptation, book to movie adaptation. I haven't read any books this year that were adapted, so no. I don't know. There's like other questions that I'm gonna skip just because this does not apply to me. Sorry, I had to move again because the next question is the most beautiful book that I bought this year, and I have two. The one that is gonna count for this is The River Has Roots by Amal El Mohtar, and I haven't read it yet, but I want to. And it is such a beautiful book. It's the cutest, most like fairy tale like book. Like wait, look at this. It's illustrated. It looks so pretty, and it's signed, and I love the whole aesthetic of the book. I just think it's the most beautiful thing. Like, I saw it and I knew I wanted to own it. So yes, I think this year so far is like the most beautiful book that I've bought, but one that I had to show because it's a little bit of a cheat. I didn't buy it, but look at this. It's so beautiful. Look, oh my god, the aesthetic. Oh my goodness, it's just so beautiful. I can't wait. I've been like flipping through it from time to time just because I love Wes Anderson's aesthetic. And yeah, I needed to show it. Like, no, I didn't buy it, but I think it counts. I think it's still one of the beautiful books that I own, that I got this year. So yes. And oh, have you guys seen the new Wes Anderson, The Phoenician Scheme? Love Love it. Anyways, let's continue. So the last question is, what book should I have read by the end of the year? One that is absolutely, I have to just because it's ridiculous, is We Used to Live Here. Wait, I wrote it down, by Marcus Clyworth. I'm gonna put the cover. I've been on hold for this for months. Like, I got this book, read the first 40% of it, heard, it's an audiobook, so heard the first 40% of it, and then it automatically returned, of course, right? Because like that's how it works. I knew that. Lots of things were happening in my life for me not to be able to finish it. And then I went back to the waiting list. I haven't been able to pick it up since. It's been months that I'm trying to read this book and continue it. I barely remember what happened in the first half at this point, because it has to be more than 3 months now that I've been waiting for this book to have it back. It has to finish. Like, it's been in my Goodreads, like currently reading for that many months. It's ridiculous. Anyway, the other one that I really want to read is The Iliad by Homer, but the version translated by Emily Wilson. Now, this is a challenge. This is a chunky boy. I'm not... Sorry, that was very satisfying. Let me do that again. It's so floppy. Anyways, I really want to read it. I haven't read a classic. I think last year I didn't read a classic. This year so far I haven't read a classic, and I really want to. Now, I couldn't compare with the other translations because technically this is the first time I'll be reading the Iliad. I know some of it. I've read some parts of it, I guess, in high school, but I haven't like read the whole thing by another translator. So I'm kind of happy that she's gonna be like, you know, my version of the Iliad. And yes, it's just, yeah, it's a very chunky book. Like, I think it's like almost 600 pages. So yes, it's my challenge of the year, I guess. Again, I'm very much expecting to read it more like towards September, October, just because I feel like these are gonna be the months of me being cozy in my new home. You know, just reading, going to my local cafes and all of that. I'm picturing it. I'm very positive here. I'm picturing that this is what's gonna happen. And I think the other books that I do want to read are the ones that my parents got to me from Chile, which are Soy Teresa Wilsmonth, which she's a Chilean author, and they're like super short, so like for sure I'm like reading them by the end of the year. So there's this one, and then there's Limpia by Alia Trabuco Ceran, which that one was translated. I'll put the English cover here. But yes, I really wanted to read it in Spanish. I'm trying to read slightly more in Spanish. I read Sofoco in Spanish. Well, the first half was in English, but it was an audiobook and it didn't work for me. And then actually a very cool person online lent it to me, and I was like super happy. She was so cool about it. So yes, I finished Sofoco. And yes, I want to read more in Spanish, so these two are going to be read. I feel like I have a third one, and I just don't know where I put it. It might be in my other shelf, but that's okay. So yes, the books that my parents got like to me from Chile, that would be fun, especially because they're gifts. I try to like read books that I'm gifted like kind of close after I got it, just so I feel like it's like an expectations. People buy you a book and then they're like, how did you find it? You know, like, how was it? So it's kind of the thing, like you have to read it like very close after being like given the book, which is fine. So yes, that's a book tag. Honestly, it was long to film. I thought it would be shorter and sweet, but I guess I forgot that I talk a lot, and that's on me, truly. But yes, this was fun. I can't wait to edit and post, and by the time that I post, it'll be my birthday, so I'll be 32, and yes, I'm still grappling with that, guys. That's a lot to grapple with. But anyways, hopefully, you get a moving vlog part 2 right after, like by the end of July. And then you'll get the part 2, which is me moving into my new place. I'm so excited, and yes, so yeah, that's gonna be it for me. That's gonna be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like, give a little thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Again, like, I know I've been like super sporadic with my filming and editing, but yes, life has been lifing. And you know what, at this point I feel like people are like scared of getting drafted, so me posting on book 2 sounds like the least of like the world problems right now. But hopefully this is entertaining enough for you to just like disconnect for a few minutes, you know, before we go back to like harsh reality. But yes, remember, reading is political, so keep that in mind. And yes, if you have any thoughts on the books that I mentioned, you can always put in the comments. I'm like, would be really happy to chit chat about books. Like, let me know maybe if you want to answer these questions in the comments. That could be fun too. Like, what's your favorite? What's the least favorite book you read so far in the year? And yes, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. GPS pa saber pa dónde voy. Yo tengo lo mío, yeah. No estoy pendiente a lo que tú estás haciendo.